Lisa, she's out doing stuff even when she's off.
I just got done telling them that you're running around shopping. What are you doing on here?
Yeah.
I am already shopped. I am already loaded, and I am now going to listen to this amazing tech tip
Oh,
on my way to make, 500 meals for shut-ins.
there you go. Well, I appreciate you just chiming in here and seeing your beautiful picture. All right. Well,
This is going to be a great tech tip. I'm excited.
it should be. I'm hoping it is. I'm going to have some fun with it. Let me share my screen and away we go. Okay, it can be seen. All right. Hello, everybody. It's good to be back. I was out for about a month, and I just want to give props to Lisa for running the tech tip during all the weeks I was out. So thank you very much. But today I am back, and my topic is going to be using AI to help you edit photos. Let me go to the next slide here. And it's really easy. Now, I want to build off what Lisa has done in the last couple of weeks, and especially what she said last week is AI, right? It's a big part of our life now. It's really come on hot and heavy in the last 6 months. But what I can tell you is, and don't be intimidated by it. AI, in my opinion, means awesome intern. It's there to help me offload a lot of the things that bog me down or bog you down. So use AI to help you be more efficient, get more time in your life, in order to do more things that you want to do, whether it's sell more homes or spend time with your family or just looking for ideas. So that's what my goal here today is to show you how to edit photos, to market yourself, market your properties, and to do it quick and easy. So I suppose I should start with a disclaimer. So in case, this is being recorded. So the legal department, Sherry Schmidt, I am not endorsing that we change any of our photos, listing photos, and take out power lines or any of that. I am going to talk about how to keep those and get rid of some of the other things or virtually stage and different things like that. So that's my disclaimer. I'm gonna give you prompts that show you how to do all of that today. So here we go. So I'm going to talk about how to use your headshots. So we just made a transition on our web pages for our new websites. And some of our headshots got distorted. I went through, looked at ours. There were a few that I said, hey, let's change these up. Great opportunity for you to use AI to change and get the ratios correct. The one that I saw in my office clearly wasn't correct. I basically just saw the eyes and the nose. So we had to change that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to talk about room images and how to maybe spiff some of them up. I'm also going to talk about how to declutter some of them just to show the property the way it should be. And then lastly, if I have time, I want to show you how to create images for marketing, simple and easy. So one of the apps that I really enjoy using is through Google. It's through Google Gemini, which is the AI part, and Google Gemini's platform for photos is called Nano Banana. Okay, really fun name to say, but it also is really, really cool. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I have done on it, and then I'm going to do a live demo with a couple of things that I wanted to show you. So let's talk headshots first. I am of the mindset of never, ever, ever pay for a headshot again. Okay. You have photos out there. You have had previous photos, but you've got that one photo that is the money shot, the one that you look good. It's your favorite photo. You look great. You can take any of that photo and turn it into a real estate photo. Here's an example that I've done right here. I went online, found this random guy, took a picture, put this prompt in, and the prompt is using this person's face and facial features, create a professional real estate headshot. Keep the person recognizable and realistic, okay? It's all about the prompt. You need to be specific with the prompt. Then dress him. At the time, I did a navy blazer with a white shirt, use a soft blurred upscale background for the interior on the background, and then professional natural lighting. Do not significantly alter their age, face, hair, or body. And you can see it did exactly what I asked it to do. Now, I also peeked and tweaked it. I didn't like the white shirt. I didn't like that. So I did gray blazer and I did gray shirt. And it came out beautifully. So I have done this before with some other agents in our office, and I'll show you what that looks like. But you can go ahead and do this kind of thing, simple and easy. Here are some of the prompts sizes. If you want to resize, the pixels and things like that, here's an example. Most of our photos are 4,000 pixels by 3,000 pixels, but we need to compress it down. It used to take days, in my opinion, no, hours actually, but it took way too long to try and figure out the right pixels. You can just plug this in, put the image into Nano Banana or any of your AI tools, photo tools, and just prompt it to say, 1600 by 1200. You can also do this with cropping. So cut out part of the image away to change the composition or the shape. And then the aspect ratios. A lot of us spend time. The 1:1 square, the 4:5 portrait, the 16:9 widescreen. These are all ratios that equate into your social media. But again, you would upload these into, in this case, Nano Banana, tell it to put it into a 1:1 square or 4:5 portrait, and voila, it will do what you told it to. Now I want to talk room images. So hopefully you see this on the first one. This is a picture that I grabbed from the MLS. Okay, simple. It was on the MLS. I grabbed it, but then I plugged it into AI, and it's a gray room, right? A gray floor, brown wall or taupe wall, dark cabinets. It needed a splash of color. So I went in and I simply just prompted AI to add some yellow flowers in a vase on the kitchen table, and it did that. Now I wanted to show you how I did this one on the bottom here. The one on the left is the before. The one on the right is after. And what I did here was went on the MLS again, got an amazing rooftop condo view, and then I gave it the prompts to turn it into a dusk photo. And here are the images that I used. Again, you could use this for decluttering. Months ago, I sat down with an agent where the seller wasn't quite ready and for photos. Told us he was, but you show up, there wasn't anything. The agent and the homeowner and the photographer are moving things around, trying to make the photo the best. Obviously, some things get left behind. You can upload an image and say, all right, keep the room dimensions, everything the same, but let's get rid of the clutter on the right side wall or in the middle of the room. And it got rid of it altogether. So you can use those things, but again, you do not want to alter the specifics of the home. Any questions on this so far? All right, here's the prompt that I used for the skyline image, okay? And honestly, what I did was I went into ChatGPT and said, here's what I want to do. And it was, I have a rooftop image of a condo building downtown Minneapolis. I want to turn it to dusk, but I don't want to change anything other than ABC. I wanted to add a fire, and I wanted to add the lighting of the sky and the lighting of the building. And it gave me this prompt, but I love how specific it is. Transform daytime rooftop patio into a realistic high-end dusk photograph. Change the time of day for sunset, but keep the deep blue twilight sky, subtle warm glow. You guys can read the rest, but I like how it says, make the Minneapolis skyline in the background softly illuminated with realistic building lights. But preserve the patio, the furniture, the railings, the buildings, everything, and keep it all proportional and the physical features. There's nothing wrong with that. I have heard that a lot of the twilight photos that you are taking, your photographers will do this for around $150, $100, $50. I hope that you take this prompt that I just gave you, personalize it to the property, and voila, you are ready to go, and you just saved yourself anywhere from $100 to $150. Now, I wanted to talk about creating images for marketing. Okay. What I have here on the left-hand side is a picture of a property in Montana. Then I went online and I found just a random picture of a guy, and I put those two together, and it gave me the image that you see below. Okay, simple and easy, and I'm going to show you examples of what I did and how I did this here in a second. But this would be great for all of your social media. This just took me minutes to do. It kept everything the same. If you look at the house picture on the upper left-hand side, there's a guy and a horse. There's, you've got the reflection of on the lake of the house, and the color and the trees. They are all the exact same. I prompted the picture of this random guy and said, use this for social media, give me something that I can use, and put a sold sign, and it changed his outfit, and it put the sold sign right there perfectly. Again, here's the prompts that I used. Place this agent in front of this home wearing professional casual clothing, holding a sold sign. Keep the agent recognizable and keep the image of the house unchanged. Then I said, make the agent with a sold sign proportional to the picture. And that's how I got that. Now, the last one that you see here, this one blew my mind. I basically said, turn this into a polished square Instagram graphic celebrating the sale. And it kicked this out to me in just a few seconds. Now, I needed to go in and personalize it. I haven't done that. But if you look, it put the guy on the, if I get the, here it is. It put the guy and the sold sign right out here in front of the property and says sold, congrats to the new owners. And then you can logo this. Simple and easy. And there's lots of ways to do this through AI. So, all right, now it is showtime. How am I doing on time? 10:15. All right. So I'm going to jump out of this and I'm going to go right into my Nano Banana. Again, Google, Gemini. It is, I'm sure there's other platforms out there. This is the one that I really like and have been using for a really long time. So I'm familiar with it and I've had some fun with it. So let me start with doing the headshot stuff. I'm going to go to this particular picture. And here's an example of what I did. I went again online, found a random guy. Okay. I might get in trouble. Who knows? But I took this picture off the internet. I said, using this person's face and facial features, this is going to be a prompt that you're going to want. Create a professional, realistic headshot. Keep the person recognizable, realistic, and dress them in a navy blue, white shirt. Guess what? Here, let me blow this picture up so you can see it. And I really wasn't sure because you can see that are some copyright things on here, right here. I forget what they call them, watermarks. And I wasn't sure if it was going to work. Well, guess what? Look at this photo. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that better. But it took his face and did exactly what I asked it to do. But you'll notice that I asked it to put it in a background of real estate. So it did a blurred vision of a high-end home. Okay, again, I don't know why you'd ever pay for another headshot. That's just me. So then I'm like, I know some of you are going to say, whatever. Then I did my kid. Okay, this is my son. Miss him. He's away to college. I took a random photo that I snapped with my cell phone. And I gave it the same prompt. And look what I got.
Always looking professional.
Yeah. It's crazy. I had to call him last night because he's 18. I'm like, hey, can I do this? Can I use your image? And yes, he signed off on it. But I'm like, okay, so again, you're changing photos, you're changing headshots, but I said, okay, keep everything the exact same, but let's make the background clean and gray. Okay. So I changed the background. And I prompted it again to say, all right, let's have fun with this. Let's make the jacket Edina Realty red. Kapow. Okay. Yeah, it does. It does. So then I went a step further and said, let's make this image casual for social media. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe how cool this was. I can't even believe that my wife and I paid for senior photos, to be quite honest with you. That's just me being a cheap ass. But look at this. This is great. It changed his shirt. It put him in a really casual, blurry background that looks like it's fun to be. And it did a few things here on its own because I didn't prompt it to. So it said, hey, it's going to be fun and sad. So this is something that you can do even with your own photographs.
And it picked that street view.
And it picked that street view. Yes. Wow. That was the question. So I actually sent this to him and I said, hey, you got to get this on your Facebook and Instagram page now. Mm-hmm. So now the other ones I wanted to talk about in the order was the photo kitchen editing. They go all the way up to the top. And here's the original photo. Very blah, right? You got a lot of browns, a lot of earth tones. It needs a splash of color, in my opinion. So I prompted it to brighten the kitchen photograph using a white balanced light, reduce the glare coming through the windows, and make the image look natural. Do not change the features of the room. So it did the balancing. And then I said, hey, why don't you add a vase in the center of the kitchen table with some yellow flowers? And there we go. So it added a splash of color. And I could have said table runner. I could have said add a rug on the floor here. I could have asked it to remove, and I should have, remove this cloth over here and remove the paper towels. But I said, let's change the vase. And I simply prompted it to change the vase, but keep the yellow flowers and everything else the same. Any questions on this?
Hey, Nate,
Yes.
do we have permission to change the photographer's photos like that? Don't we sign off somewhere that we're not going to alter? Or maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't think we have free reign to change the photos.
You know, that's a good question. I don't have the answer to. I haven't ordered photos in so long. I don't know what they make you sign anymore. Yeah.
Get them and crop
It's a
them.
thought that, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that they're going to come after you if you add a vase, but if you start to do stuff, and no one really knows it's them anyway.
Correct.
But just a thought if you're going to go crazy with editing.
Yeah, that's a good takeaway. I guess I would look into that. I'm not sure.
One thing I would add, Nate, is that if you're use a photographer a lot, you might be able to ask, like, are you okay if I do this? You know, the other thing is I've taken a lot of the contracts that these agents are signing and putting them in AI and asking if they have permission or if there's restrictions, because some of them are having them sign something and some of them are not.
Okay.
And so lots of times, especially if it's a really long contract, it's really nice to have AI at least double check it if you've already skimmed it and looked at it yourself.
My other thought on that is if you paid to have the pictures, you own them. So you can do whatever it is that you want with them at that point in time after payment's been
I
set.
don't know that there might be
Copyright.
clauses that don't allow that.
That
But
could
by
very well
the
be,
way,
Mary.
Caden in his Edina Realty Red, I believe, is going to be our new manager in a few months. So better watch out.
We'll see if he makes that football team first. But thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how, even if you take your own photos, this might be something that you can use and do this too. Good take. Thank you. All right. Then I wanted to jump to the dusk photo. Here again is the original. I took this right off the MLS. You can see the MLS white. I prompted it. I gave it that prompt I shared with you. And I got that. And I want to go there right now. I mean, that is an amazing photograph. And it really, really is cool. So, now if you were to do this and pay for it, again, I think I mentioned it would be anywhere from $50 to $150. Photographers want to get there an hour or two ahead of time. I think an hour, half hour. But then that's your time out of your day when you can just simply do this online if you got the permissions. Thank you. Then I thought I would just dive into the holding the sold sign and things like that. So let me go all the way up. This was my first one. I told you when I started, I just grabbed a random photo. I grabbed this photo. I want to go there, to be honest with you. That looks amazing. And the fact that you can swim in the pond or the lake or whatever this is, ride horses, just that's my new screensaver. Then I took this random picture of this guy. Come on. And I literally just Googled realtor headshots and I got this gentleman. So thank you for putting your face on social media or on Google. Prompted it that you see here. And this is what it gave me, the original. To me, I'm like, wow, that's enough to put out there on social media, to put on Facebook, that I just sold this particular property. I can, and I will, I'll show you how to prompt this so that it shows up the way you want it. And then I decided to say, hey, make the agent and sold sign proportional to the picture. And you can see it made it even smaller. Now you can barely, he's holding the sold sign. It's not going to let me zoom in. Sorry, everybody. But it kept the photo, the horse, everything the same. And it just put this gentleman on the dock holding a sold sign. What's that?
That one looks better.
Yeah. Yep. Then I said, turn this into a polished Instagram graphic. And this is what it gave me. Here, let me blow this up. See if it's going to let me. I like this photograph way better. And it's got congratulations to the new homeowners, a stunning property, perfect fit. Now, it automatically put Alpine Realty in there. I didn't give it the prompt that it needed to, but another one sold. This took me 30 seconds to do. So simple and easy to do. And I welcome you to do all of this using AI, even if it's take the time right now with all of our new technology that we're going to roll out. Take the time to get in there and look and use AI to edit your photo of yourself, maybe to put in some of your, go back and some of the solds that you've done and put a photo like this on it so people know you've been selling homes, you've been doing it. People believe what they see over what they hear nowadays more than anything. So add proof to your website. Now, I just wanted to show you a little bit of fun stuff. I've been using Nano Banana for a while. And you can do some images. I wanted to just show you, whoops, let me go to my library here. Some of the takes and stuff that I did doing this, but here are some examples that I've done for us. And I don't know if Donis is on the call, but this is something that I found a week or two before Valentine's Day. Somebody had posted this on I took a picture of it. I uploaded that picture and Donis's picture, prompted it, and it kicked this out. And it was simple and easy because all I really needed to do was take two pictures, a picture of Donis, a picture of the image that a realtor had done, and just said, replace, I prompted it to replace Donis's face and headshot onto the image. And it did a really nice job. Here's one that I've done for White Bear Luke, Mr. Viking. He put he's Mr. Lakeshore. So we had some fun with this, and he's using this in his marketing. And then I love having fun. So here's Tyler and I, because we seem to dress alike every once in a while. So we did a Step Brothers image, but you can use this AI for whatever it is that you need to, but I just wanted to let you know that you can use it in a lot of different ways. You can change the ratios, you can change colors of even the clothes you're wearing, you can do it simple and easy. And then before I wrap up, I love this photo. I did this with Ben. Now Ben has got some new headshots, but it was kind of creepy. I sent him a text that said, hey, take a selfie and send it to me. And he did. And I took that image and I prompted it to say, hey, take this headshot, add it into a real estate photo, and with a black, because he always wears black, and add the Edina Realty logo to it. And this is what I got. And then lastly, I love this one because this one gets me all kinds of and stuff. This is me. This is my Facebook one. People comment on this. I actually put this on my image of my iPhone. So when you call, or if I call you, this will pop up. Everybody always asks me how I got the horse in the mountains, why I was wearing a suit and a cowboy hat. And all I said is that not all of that is AI. It's a hell of a talking point. And I can come in here and change this to green. I could change my cowboy hat. I could put the mountains with more greenery, but it's all AI. And you can have fun with it. You can change your photos. Here, I've even done a few things. Here's Punk Rock Nate. Or no, that's wrong guy. Here I am. 1980s, right? I might bring that look back, but the whole point here is AI is your awesome assistant. It can help you in a lot of different ways. I'm really up on the clock here, but try these. Simple and easy. I like Nano Banana. Again, you can find the platform that you like. ChatGPT is getting better and better all the time with their images, but use it for good. And again, don't change the photographs, the things like that. Like if you're doing an exterior and there's power lines, don't remove the power lines. Keep everything the same. You can add dusk, and you can, make. Let's say you did photography, and the photographer took pictures, and there's tons of dandelions in the front yard. You can upload that and say remove the dandelions and make the grass green. Okay, those kind of things is where you can use AI to market the property better, even on yourself, your rooms, and even on your marketing for your own business. Any questions before I close this out?
Have you ever enhanced an old black and white family photo that maybe you scanned, so now it's digital,
Okay.
and then, improve the resolution or changed it to a color photo or?
Yeah. For those, I don't know if you heard it online, but it was basically a question that said, you take an old black and white family photo that you've scanned. Can you change the resolution? Can you turn it to color? All of that. I have not, but I'd love to try that.
Especially to improve the resolution.
Exactly. I don't know. Has anybody tried that online on this class? Okay. Well, we will try it. Now, I did promise that I would leave you with some prompts. So I put it in the chat and I'm going to show you what these prompts are. And you can copy and paste these. So if you want to enhance a listing photo, here is the prompts and you'll get and I'll include the slides too. Declutter a room. If you want to improve an exterior photograph, I've got a prompt here. And again, you got to personalize it to the property. Here's some more prompts. Create a professional headshot. Add a sold sign. Here's a agent and sold marketing image. Feel free to R&D, rip off and duplicate and make this your own. But this is in the chat. I will also include this along with my slides that have those other prompts in it when we're done here. All right. Hopefully you got a few good takeaways on this, but that's a wrap for me.
Excellent. Very good information. And next week, we're going to show you how you can add movement to your listing photos.
I like it. I like it. All right, Lisa, go do your community project.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.